What is up, my veggies? My name is VTR, and welcome back to another movie review. And today, we are part of VTR's Creepy Fright. We are reviewing Saw X. I've reviewed every other movie in the Saw franchise, all the way from the original to Spiral, and now we're reviewing the latest movie in the franchise, Saw X. Let's go ahead and read the synopsis provided by Rotten Tomatoes, shall we? John Kramer is back. The most chilling installment of Saw, the most chilling installment of Saw in the Saw franchise yet explores the untold chapter of Jigsaw's most personal game. Set between the events of Saw 1 and 2, a sick and desperate John travels to Mexico for a risky experimental medical procedure in hopes of a miracle cure for his cancer, only to discover the entire operation is a scam to defraud the most vulnerable, armed with a newfound purpose. John returns to his work, turning the tables on the con artist in his signature, visceral way through a series of, I don't know how to, terrifying traps. Okay, first things first, I want to point out going into this, and this, I don't know if this is a bold statement or not, but this is the best movie in the franchise. Of all 10 films, this is the best movie in the entire Saw franchise. Like, hands down, best movie. I think this movie was fan-freaking-tastic. I think this movie was great. I really do. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think alright, so it's gonna be really hard to find any negatives here, to be honest. I really liked this movie. First off, I'm gonna point something out. Yes, even though this takes place between Saw 1 and 2, yes, John Kramer, our Tobin Bell, is a lot older now, and you can very much tell. But for me, it didn't really take me out of it at all, or anything like that. Same with Amanda Young. She's also here. I forgot what Amanda Young's actress name is. Shawnee Darwin Smith, or it's something like that. Anyway, they are. It still works. It doesn't take me out of it, I'll say. First, when it comes to Saw, I don't want to talk about the story yet. I want to talk about the traps first. The traps here are very done in a very unique way. I think it's done in a. I think the traps in this movie are done in a very unique way. It's very interesting the way it's gone about, and like a lot of the time, when in these Saw movies, you're like, these people that they put in here, like, it's not really, they're not really that really bad at people or whatever, but these guys are actually genuine con artists that are stealing money from these, well, sick people, dying people, and John is, well, making them pay, basically. And one of the things that's really, like I said, the traps in here are like so interesting the way that they're gone about this time around, and they're super. The way that it's laid out is super interesting and everything. I don't want to give really any spoilers away because it's that interesting. I will probably do some type of video in the future talking about the entire franchise and this movie itself with spoilers. And I'm not actually going to talk spoilers in this video. Normally, if I have a movie I really want to talk spoilers about, I'll cut the video in half. This one, I'm not going to do that. Moving over to talk about Saw movies, the effects, the traps, and the gore and all that. It's always good. It looked good. That's not really something I really have to worry about. Um, the story here is the best thing about it, is that John Kramer and his like, they actually somehow make you sympathize for him, because there's a scene in this movie where I was like, it seems like, oh, okay, without trying to spoil, it's like, oh, he's this glimmer of hope and everything, and he seems like he's gonna actually drop the there's a drop what he does. I'm not gonna go into, obviously you know what I mean. And it's like, oh, but you know where it's going, and it's like, it also hurts to see, and it makes you feel bad for John Kramer, which is, and it's out of all, it's so cool that this movie we actually follow John Kramer. Like the first bit of the movie, it's all about him. We see like him going to the doctors, talking to the people and everything, and him learning about this this treatment and everything, and it is done so well. And Amanda in this movie, she is written so well. She's in it a lot more than I thought she would be. I literally thought she'd and I do want to say this. Oh, when them credits start to go, don't walk out straight away. There is a mid-credit scene, so definitely go to watch that. The movie overall, though, I think does a fantastic job with the story, and I'm gonna lie, the twists is really nice, really good. I think it's really nice. Also, when it comes to horror movies and stuff, I don't really wince or like stuff like that very often. But there was a part in here where I literally was like, ugh. And there's one part, I'm not gonna say what it was, but I was like, I heard something, and I was like, wait, was that? Was that? And I was like, oh, I was enjoying the movie a lot. The movie puts you through so much of an emotional roller coaster, and it's like, how do you want this to go? And seeing how the way how John knows how something's gonna play out, I'm like, dang, how do you know this? How do you know this is gonna? I think John Kramer read the script of the movie. I think he knows. He read the script. But no, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This movie was just over the moon great. I really enjoy this movie. I don't really have any negatives. Like, that's probably the only thing I can do. If I have to grab something negative for the movie, if I have to get something negative in the movie, it's probably just how John knows all this stuff at the end. Like, also, that's kind of been a thing with the whole franchise. It's not really, but like I'm saying, and like, this is like I said, this is such a good movie, and I think it's done, and it feels like a classic Saw film, but with a modern or a new twist on it and everything. And I think the story they go for and the way it's executed is so well done, I think. And the traps are really interesting the way they're done. Like, I don't want to give away how it's actually done, because it's really, it definitely is different. And the thing is, the difference is like John Kramer, he's there. Like, he is there while this stuff is going on. He is right there, and they know he's right there, which is something we never really seen. Like, we know that he's been there and seen the traps go down, like while they're happening, but we've never actually like seen them know he's there, and him, and that was really interesting. And I really, really like this movie, if you couldn't tell. Like, I haven't walked out of a movie in a while and was like, I really enjoy. Like, I've seen a lot of good movies this year. Obviously, like Across the Spider-Verse and a bunch of other stuff. I've seen some good movies this year, but I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think so far, this is my favorite movie of the year. and it was one of my most anticipated movies of this year. And I'm telling you, I don't think out of anything else I'm gonna see this year, it's gonna get topped. I really don't think it is. I really don't think it's gonna get topped. Like, not even FNAF. Not even FNAF is gonna top this movie. I'm saying it now. I don't even think FNAF's gonna top this movie. Jumping over to the Rotten Tomatoes scores, which this actually, I believe this has the highest Rotten Tomatoes score of any Saw film. And that is 86% from critics, and audiences give it a 91. That is the highest rating of any of these movies, I do believe. Like, if I just look up Saw, let's look at Saw, the first Saw. The first Saw has a 50 from critics. Saw 2 has a 37. Saw 3. Saw 3 has a 30. Saw 4, I'm gonna go through all of these, I guess. Saw 4 has an 18. Saw 5, a 13. Saw 6. Saw 6 has a 39. And then Saw the Final Chapter has a 9, which I still stand by that being the worst in the franchise. Jigsaw has a 32. And Spiral has a 37. So Saw X having an 86 is such a shock. I am so happy about this. Like, this movie, it's really good. I'm not even gonna lie to you. My personal rating, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, hands down, it is a 5 out of 5. I don't get that out very often. I do not give a 5 out of 5 out very often. But I think this movie deserves it. And not even just for the horror elements, like, the actual drama in this movie is good. Like, it is, I could gush about this movie all day. I really enjoyed it. But that's really all I'm gonna say, because if I keep going, this video is gonna be like an hour long. That's all I'm gonna say for this review, guys. I do hope you guys did enjoy it. I would love to do a follow-up video on this movie about something. Maybe like a live stream where we sit down and just talk about it, talk spoilers or something. I don't know. We'll see. I do want to do a video. I do want to talk about this movie again on the channel. So, but let me know what you guys think of this movie down in the comment section. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Or you like me and pretty much had no problems with it? Really? Which is a rarity for me. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed. That's all. I'm gonna stop talking so much because that's the end of the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.